Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my channel for another live stream. I am joined once again by my amazing co-hosts. Rob has actually made a cameo appearance because he was here last week. Usually we're on a bi-weekly schedule, but he's so awesome, I had to have him here twice. So here he is. Rob, how are you doing today, sir?
Well, you know, I just got back from seeing Shang-Chi.
Oh,
wow! Right,
shots fired right away, Rob.
I'm kidding.
Wow,
I didn't. I just thought I'd
wow.
make that joke. But I was thinking about you today because I was
Thank you.
I was doing a show about the release of Dune, and
Oh,
it said
yes.
that Dune might not make it to Australia until December.
Well, yeah, our cinemas are still closed. Even drive-ins, which I am a big advocate for opening up the drive-ins. There is
Yep.
no reason why drive-ins cannot be open. You're in your own vehicle. It makes no difference. You're not interacting with anyone. Our cinemas are closed. They're revealing their plan to reopen on Sunday.
Oh,
So if that plan says something along the lines of you will still be locked down until December, then I will not be a very happy camper.
right.
So
Well,
we will
you
see.
know, we don't get Dune until Dune and No Time to Die are my most eagerly awaited films of the year, and we don't get Dune until October 22nd, and it opens in many European markets tomorrow. So we don't. So now you can make fun of me.
But at least I get to watch Dune because it's hitting HBO Max, right? So we have a service here called Binge, and they get the HBO Max titles. Unfortunately, not in 4K and not in HDR. It's in 1080p, which it's 2021. So please upgrade your streaming service.
Right. Well, then
Come
you'll
on
get
now.
it in Dune. You'll get it in Dune. You'll get it in October when the rest of us in America get it.
Yes. So at
But
the
our
very least, I get
European
to watch
brothers and
Dune.
sisters.
And they announced Free Guy will be hitting Disney Plus September 29th for us. So I get to watch it in another half a month.
Yeah.
And by that point, nobody will be talking about it at all. So yeah, at least I get to watch it. So that's nice.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll have some cinemas open because by that point, or by mid-October, both Steph and I will be fully vaccinated. So don't exactly know why, if we are fully vaccinated, we can't do the things, but we shall see. Anyway, we'll get into that, I'm sure, at some point. I'll try not to harp on it because people get mad at me for doing that. Will, you are also in the house. Will, how are you doing today, sir?
Dude, I am great today, Justin. Thank you so much for having me, as always, dude. It's going to be a blast. I'm pretty sure I convinced a couple people in the chat that I won the Mysterio giveaway already, and I already know how it's going to end.
Wow.
I don't mean to spoil it for people, but it's just
what
I'm hoping.
Mysterio.
I'm just projecting.
And Will is just projecting his inner Mysterio as he's trolling all of y'all in the chat.
Yes, it's kind of my thing. I mean,
I troll everybody in the chat, Will?
I troll people I'm known to do that every now and then, Rob. I do troll people every now and then.
See, I only troll the hosts.
Oh yeah, well that's fine. I troll Justin all the time. Will. So one thing I will say though, I didn't think the day would ever come that I would be looking at boy band collectibles on Sideshow, but it's come because BTS. Have you heard of BTS before?
Oh yes, of course.
Yes.
See, I didn't know anything about BTS, and I was listening to some of their songs, like this group is amazing. And then I started looking on Sideshow at some of the collectibles, and I was like, oh my god, this is incredible. So never thought that day would come, but here we are.
Okay, Will.
Didn't know that was a thing. I'll check it out.
Do you know who Blackpink is?
No.
See, this is the problem. Blackpink is BTS if they were all 4 hot girls.
Oh, that sounds much better.
Yes. And let me just tell you, Lisa, or La Lisa, if you go by her original Thai name, just released her first solo album called La Lisa, and it has a scorching music video. And BTS, trust me, go Blackpink.
Okay, I'll go Blackpink. But seriously, in the meantime, Rob, I will say BTS, they do some pretty fire stuff. I mean, their dance routines and their music, like, I'm into it.
Bruh. Blackpink.
All right. Maybe
and by the way, I did have to defend myself as a old middle-aged man. Elizabeth's like, don't you think your love of Blackpink is borderline creepy? And I'm like, yeah, it's on the border. Right in the they're a Korean girl band.
You're in the sweet spot.
It's right in the demilitarized zone, that border. And but then I looked up La Lisa's 24, and I'm like, if I was really, 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 really rich, I could date someone like her. If I didn't have a girlfriend and was rich, though. I'm not rich, so what can I do? I buy hot toys instead.
Yeah, we all do.
I took us down this rabbit hole, Justin.
Yeah, thank you, Will.
BTS.
Oh,
hey, Rob, give BTS a shot, man. You might.
I know BTS, but I'm telling you, Blackpink is in my area. Just so you know.
Okay,
that's a Blackpink reference.
Then I'm coming your way. We're gonna go see
Blackpink. You get Korean music advice here on the stream as well. Not
there
just
you go.
Toys.
That's right.
Not just toys, not just figures.
I've got Blackpink merch, dude.
See?
Oh. I need to get you all some of my merch. I need to get some of my own merch. Actually, I never actually.
I do. I need to get some merch. We should all buy each other's merch.
And that sounds like one big merch buying party.
Yeah,
exactly.
I'm down.
Sounds like a great idea. Well, Lael, 1/6 Scale Man, will be joining us, but he is currently working. He has a real job, so he is doing said real job, and he will be joining us whenever he is able. But before we do that, before we even started, we had 2 super chats come in, which is crazy. Sent in a super chat saying, "Hi, Lael," who's not here quite yet. Ryan, Will, Rob, and Justin. Hello, everyone. Hello to you. How are you doing this? It's evening, right? In the US, it's evening.
Yeah.
It's 5:16.
How are you doing this evening? Jaden sends in a $5 saying, "Hey, Justin, Rob, Lael, Ryan, and Will. Always a good Tuesday night with this fellowship stream is going to be great. Thanks for the enabling content." You know what? You are welcome. You are welcome. I'm glad that you've been enabled. You're welcome. Lael is actually in the stream, but because I had my phone set up as my webcam in front of the little area where all the people are, I couldn't see him. So I do apologize.
That's all right.
I do apologize to you, sir.
That is
Lael
okay.
Is in the house. How are you doing? I've asked the other gents, but I haven't asked you.
Lael, did you get a haircut?
No, my hair has always been short. I just been wearing hats. So I just
it looks great. I'm like,
thanks a lot, man. You see the little gray spot here, so I'm representing people of the middle age, but still in our prime. We want to believe we're still in our prime, but you know what? We're still as fine as wine. You already know how we are.
Wow. The real question is, do you know who Blackpink is? Come on now.
Oh my God! Do you know? Are you? Yes.
These 2 gentlemen do not.
Are you serious?
Hey, Lael, it came up. Are you into BTS at all?
Well,
see, he is. He is. Won't take
They're
that
dudes.
Nah. Look, bro, listen.
Justin, I need you to tie.
I'm a child of the '80s, bro. So like, I mean, it's like I'm a child. I'm a '70s bloomer, but you know what? My life is still vicariously lived through the '80s. I will never let it go. So BTS for me.
Whereas Blackpink has a little Rhythm Nation to them.
Exactly.
You want to talk about a little 80s Rhythm Nation, one of the great cool records, one of the most underrated. I know it's Janet Jackson, but one of the most underrated records of all time was Rhythm Nation. And
yes, it was.
Blackpink has a little Rhythm Nation. And I'm telling you, Lisa, my favorite member of Blackpink, she has a solo album out now called La Lisa and a great music video.
La Lisa, yeah.
That's very Rhythm Nation.
La Lisa, send the check to Justin's collection for the promo work. You're absolutely welcome. Whenever you need.
By the way, La Lisa
we'll get it done again.
She's worth an incredible amount of money. She has like 20 million followers or 50 million followers.
Wow. BTS just send it directly to me.
Speaking of La Lisa, Robert, I know you remember this group. Lisa and Cult
and the
Jam.
Cult Jam, not and the. It's Lisa and Cult Jam,
and
not
Cult
and
Jam.
It's not and the Cult Jam. It's Lisa and Cult
and
Jam.
Cult Jam, exactly.
What
and the 80s
have
were
we
great.
even gotten into? Here?
Listen, Justin. I'm just happy. You know why I'm happy? Because I'm looking at this screen and I'm looking at both you and Will, and I see some peach fuzz, and I'm really happy about that.
just a tad.
Wow.
I see some peach fuzz.
I'm on the border.
Yeah, we're in the neighborhood of growing.
Yeah, we're in the neighborhood.
Come on in. Come on in.
It's starting to bother me. I don't know.
See?
Just let it go. Let it go. Let it go.
I don't even know how Rob does it. Rob has more than I do, and I feel like that's the point where I'm like, it starts to get so uncomfortable. I can't do it, man.
Yeah, this is as much as I can only go about this far. Then it gets unruly. I can't grow like a full beard.
Yeah, see?
I don't know. We'll see. But we do have a full house, and we do have a giveaway to announce. I didn't actually mean to put this up on screen, but stupid StreamYard the way it is, I was like, oh, cool, I'll just prepare this, and then when we get a chance, I'll pop it up. But it decided now is the time. So thank you, StreamYard, for deciding for us. But I guess it works for people who are watching on the replay anyway. They don't have to watch too much of the stream to get the giveaway rules. It's going to work just like all my other giveaways. My buddy Aaron Jones, the amazing Aaron Jones, decided, you know what? I've woken up today on the right side of the bed. I would like to give back to the community. I'm a huge fan of Hot Toys, as we all are. So he bought a Mysterio, had it sent to me, and said, hey, you know what? Let's just give it away. No strings attached. Just give away the Mysterio. You don't owe me anything. And I was like, wow. Okay, let's get it done. So here we are. It's super straightforward. All you have to do are the things on the list right there. Subscribe to me, obviously, makes sense. Follow me on Instagram, like me on Facebook, and then when this video is live for the replay, so not right now because all of the comments disappear, obviously, once the video is live for replay, comment your favorite Spidey quote. That's it. And I'm pretty sure most of you all are already doing all of that stuff anyway, so you just have to leave your quote, and then you are entered into the giveaway. I'll be drawing it 2 months from now. So heaps of time to get your name in. I'll be promoting the giveaway as we keep rolling. But as we're getting closer to 400,000 subs, I'm hoping that this ties in with that. So we can do a 400,000 sub watch party or whatever you call it, and also announce the winner of the giveaway. That's my plan. So both at the same time. Gotcha. So screenshot this, share it around, let the people know that is how you enter the Mysterio giveaway. It's an amazing figure, by the way. Yes. Do we all have Mysterio?
Yes. I do not.
Oh right.
I'm still waiting.
That's crazy.
You know what? It's my new Captain America Endgame
Uncle Sideshow.
Uncle Sideshow.
Yeah.
You need to let them know that Rob needs his Mysterio.
His Mysterio.
Come on now. Yeah. What are they doing over there? Get it done.
It's becoming a new Cap. Yeah.
Wow.
It's true. Probably me next after saying that. So.
Wow, probably us next after that. Or Rob, actually, all of you all in the States, y'all better watch out because they love a good lawsuit over there. I don't know about here in Australia; it's a little bit more complicated. But y'all better watch out. Keep your mouth checked because Sideshow will check it for you if you don't. You gotta watch out. They're coming. Yeah, I know. It's sad. It is sad. But I do have some news, some interesting news. Later this week, I believe, there is a new website that I am collaborating with that will be launching. It's called Comic Sanctorum, and they are exclusively dealing with overseas third-party product. So I will now be getting all of my third-party product from them. I've worked out a deal with them. The website hasn't been launched yet, but it's coming very soon. So stay tuned. I do have a few products that I've received already from them. So shall we take a look? You may not necessarily know of their existence yet, but this one I'm really interested in. It's the Woo Toys Dr. Green. So it's a third-party version of Bruce Banner from Endgame, and it comes with a nano gauntlet, and it also comes with like hands that are partially transitioned. If I flip it around, partially transitioned between human form and the Hulk. So it's kind of like he's hulking out and he's got like this green gradient to his hands. So I'm pretty excited to open this up. That is one of the first pieces that has arrived from them. The next is one that I think people know about, but they're not all that happy with the final product. But this is the, who made this? Present Toys Lucius Fox.
Ooh.
Nice.
The head sculpt is not ideal. It's not perfect. It's, I'd say, around 60 to 70% likeness to Morgan Freeman, which is not amazing, but it looks exactly like the prototype. So if you're worried if it's going to turn out like the prototype, yes, it does. It looks exactly like the prototype does. So if you have it on pre-order and you were happy with the prototype, you should be happy there. And then Will forced me to do this.
I forced you. This and Pennywise.
He forced me. I have no comment on Pennywise.
Don't believe anything this man says. He's been in lockdown isolation for forever.
He's been sending me little snippets about these figures. From The Last of Us 2, I got Joel. And, oh, by the way, it says this is the Jackson version. Jackson is the place, if you haven't played Last of Us 2 in the chat, that's the place where they set up their little zombie-free camp. Does that mean there's another version of him?
No, I don't think so. I mean, the only other version is not a good version. So,
and then we get this, a creepy, nasty zombie dude, which, let's be honest, this is kind of a great companion piece for Last of Us figures. You can't have them fighting nothing. Having a couple of these, one dead on the ground, they're shooting one, bashing one with a brick, stabbing it with a knife. This is great. I wish more companies would do, like, nameless goons, and they could just be, like, mafia people, or, criminals with little ski masks on. I reckon that would be an awesome thing to do, because we always have, like, our superhero figures, but we don't have anyone for them to really fight most of the time unless we get their villains. So please, someone make some just nameless goons, please. I think that'd be fantastic.
Those were absolutely must-buys, Justin. You needed those.
I think so.
I'm happy to enable for the good stuff.
Ellie should be coming out soon. October is the estimated release date for Ellie, I believe. So I'm curious to see how they do her with the seamless body with the tattoo on the arm, because she does have the tattoo. So Hot Toys have had a ton of trouble getting tattoos to adhere to seamless bodies. So I'm curious how... Who made these? CC Toys. Curious how CC Toys managed to do that. Aspitz bin Senin, who I'm pretty sure is John Lover, because I get asked this from John Lover usually. Justin, show your T via full screen and no super chat. I'll show my t-shirt in this screen here. It's Spider-Man, as you can see. Hopefully that's big enough. Weird chat, but thank you nevertheless for chatting, in. Yeah.
Amazing.
We do have also something that was shared to me by Queen Studios. Now, Queen Studios sent this to me a couple of days ago, and they said, hey, would you like to share it? I didn't realize they were sending it to other YouTubers as well. Some other YouTubers have already shown it. So I'm not sure if we want to look at this little teaser video that they sent me or not. Let me know in the chat if you want to see the Queen Studios teaser video, because I'm perfectly happy not to show it, because somebody else has already done that. It's not like we're breaking any new news here. So, yeah, let me know. Derek has asked, hey, so where do we put the Spider-Man quote into the giveaway? Just like I said a minute ago, you put it in a comment when this video is up after the stream is finished. Just a normal comment. After the stream is finished, you put the comment. Hopefully that makes sense to everyone. When the stream is finished, it acts like a normal video. You can comment on the video. That is where you put the quote. So hopefully that has helped everyone. Hopefully. Anyway, let me know if you want to see the Queen Studios thing. I can show it. They are just working on their Marvel license now, apparently. So it's a Marvel-themed product. We all love Marvel, of course. So let us know if that is something you would like to see. Okie dokie. Well, we do have a release this week. And I know that I personally was looking forward to this one, as was Rob, because he and I have mentioned it non-stop. It's, of course, none other than the big honkin' Iron Patriot. I'm so excited to get this.
Yeah, me too, but I'm not going to get it for like 3 months, and mine's like paid off.
At best.
Yeah, at best.
Yeah, at best, yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah. Same here.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Same here. It's going to take a few months.
God damn it. Oh, by the way, Lane Kramer, I accidentally missed his super chat, but don't worry, we're still live. He says, new Stars series, Hot Toys Gods of the Enablers, is starting tonight in Justin's channel, guest starring Dr. Will and Rob in the first episode. You know what? It'd be my honor to be on that show. You know, a lot of people give Enablers a bad rap, but I'm here to say that us Enablers, we do it for you. You know, we help you realize the things that you already wanted to buy. We just need to give you that, it's okay. We know you want to buy it.
See, I would say, yeah, I think that there's just too many people that try and make excuses for their miserable lives, and they're just always unhappy. And wow. I think one of the things that we do is we encourage people, like, don't say no, say yes. Put a smile on your soul. You know, I mean, too many people, you worry, like, should I buy this? I don't know if I can afford it. No, you should buy it. You should buy it and figure it out later.
You deserve it.
You know, you do deserve it.
You deserve this.
When I was growing up, there was a place in Seattle where I grew up that I always took dates to. And it was called the Pacific Dessert Company. And they had so many great desserts. And their slogan was, eat dessert first. Life is uncertain.
Wow.
That actually kind of makes me want to eat dessert. It's true.
I know.
Yeah,
and I'm
too.
like, that's the philosophical underpinnings of what Western civilization should be about.
Right.
Eat dessert first. Life is uncertain.
Rob, Justin said something like that to me very similarly. He said, Will, don't wait on Venom. You could be dead in 4 years. I was like,
that's what I always say.
Very grim, but very true.
I copied Rob's life advice there because Rob is always going on. He's so morbid. He's always going on about, I've got to get it now because I might be dead in a couple of years. So I was like,
it's true.
I was channeling my inner Rob.
Oh, okay, that's what it was.
But as Lael will say, we're the middle-aged brigade. Like, you never know. Like, one day, wham, I could have a brain aneurysm and never wake up. And
life is short. Life is way too short to pass on.
Yeah, and I just think it's not morbid. I think it's just practicality. I mean, I have to.
Or Hot Toys could close up shop before they even get to making a Venom 2. Who knows? Maybe the cost of business becomes too expensive per unit sold, and they close up shop, and you never get to have a goddamn white spider logo Venom. I'm so annoyed by the amount of comments in my Venom video. Oh, but it doesn't have the white spider logo though. Yes, I know it doesn't have the white spider logo. I'm not blind. I can see. And it doesn't have that. It didn't have it in the movie either. Why would they just, you know what? Let's just put the logo on it, spray paint it. No, they're not going to do that. Oh my God.
Well, how about the fact that there's like 44 container ships in LA Harbor that have to wait up to 10 days to dock?
Wow.
And that...
Or how about there's an Aussie man going crazy, locked in his house, not able to watch any of the entertainment y'all can enjoy. That's currently where I'm sitting at. I'm not happy.
I mean, but
we can tell.
Think about it, man. We have to wait next time. You get your Hot Toys figures. I watch your videos, and I watched your 1/3 scale Batman video this morning.
Ooh, yes.
I watched that.
How did you like it?
I loved it. It looked great. I mean, the video was great. Every time I wake up and watch a Justin video, it puts a big smile on my face. But then I think to myself, whatever's in this video, I couldn't get it for another 4 or 5 months anyway. And that's the problem. I'm living my best Hot Toys life vicariously through you.
Yeah.
Well, I'll take that and run with it. So number one, you're welcome. But also, I'm not sure if you saw in the comment section, but Prime One themselves commented on my video and were saying, thanks for showing our product, blah, blah. I was like, wow, that makes me feel really good inside as a content creator, knowing that the company that I have made a review on for the first time, mind you, this is the first ever Prime One video that I made. They've come along, they've watched the video, and they've taken the time to leave a comment where I've been making videos on Hot Toys products for years, and you don't hear so much as a whisper from them at all. And I'm not asking for them to sing my praises. I'm just asking for, maybe at the very least, not trying to actively ban Ryan from entering the live events that you host. That would be nice. But at the very least, Prime One has come along, showed me a little bit of love, and I really like that. That's awesome. So a huge thank you to Prime One for doing that. I was worried about the format of that video because I've never done statue reviews before, and it's unlike any statue reviews that I've seen. I've been watching a lot of statue reviews just so I make sure that my footprint in the statue community is unique. I didn't want it to feel like anyone else's video. That's why you don't see me in the video. A lot of statue reviewers feature themselves right up next to the statue, and the statue is quite zoomed out, so I wanted to put the focus back on the figure, or the statue in this instance. I
thought you did a great job. I loved it. I loved it.
Thank you. I do need to figure out a way to get a turntable that's strong enough to be able to turn these damn things, because that thing weighs a ton. He's right up there. You can see I've cleared out all this space here, right? So that's because for now, at least, until my module cases arrive, which, by the way, module case update, They will be sent the week of the 21st, which is next week. So I'll be paying them off. They'll be sent next week, and I'll be calling Rob because he's going to help me understand how on earth to build the damn things because I have no idea. But for now, my Prime 1 statues are going up here. Justice League, Superman, and Batman are downstairs. Oh my god. I cannot tell you, because I don't keep my collectibles in like living room spaces, right? They stay in my collecting rooms. Having them in the living room, sitting there and being able to watch the TV and just look over at them and they're just right there, brings me so much joy. But anyway, they can't stay there. They're going in here. They're going to be up in the background. You'll see them in future videos. But they are coming. Reviews for them are coming. And my Shazam has been shipped. I wanted to show Shazam some love. Because we don't have a Hot Toys figure of him.
No, and there should be one.
Yeah, there absolutely should be.
Always love that costume.
How do we not have a Hot Toys Shazam?
Maybe Shazam too.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. That there's a possibility that we'll actually get one for Shazam too. I think if they were smart, they would do it, considering the simple fact that they missed out on the first. So I don't know.
A new suit too. So
yeah,
the whole Marvel family. I think the whole thing.
Yeah, me too.
I think we'll get him. I think we'll just get Shazam from the second film, and then if they do Shazam, I reckon another company will make the rest of the family. I think that's all they need. Yeah.
Can I admit something? I want to publicly admit something you can shame me about.
Okay.
So I got an email from Jazz Inc. saying that I had made 3 payments on the land speeder and I owed another payment.
Oh.
And I'm like, they're like, on your second land speeder.
What?
So I bought a land speeder. I have a Jazz Inc. land speeder. I love it. Apparently, I'm such a numbnuts that I had been. And
you have been paying on the second one.
I've been paying on the second one. Had no idea. I just thought it was that there was one. I only knew that there was one payment that was outstanding, but they already sent it to me. So I was like, there must be some mistake. No, apparently that I had made it. I was buying another one.
Oh my god!
Wow,
I know.
Wow. That's when you're in the collecting world so deep that you don't even know how many Jazz Inc. land speeders.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm like, how could I have not? Because a lot of them, there's the snow speed or the land. It's just you click on this stuff. I don't know how
to keep track of it.
Placed a second order on their thing, so I just said, can you just move over them to something that, whether it's the 66 Batmobile or the snow speeder, just keep it easier. It's like, what? I just felt like an idiot. What a tool I look like.
Nah, hey, we've done it. It's happened to plenty of us, and the best of us. So you are not alone. Trust me, you're not.
I can guarantee you that I have done that myself before. So, don't feel bad. I have 2 3.0 sound waves. I don't know. I have to sell the second one, but I just haven't gotten around to doing it. So I have 2 3.0 sound waves because I pre-ordered one from 3.0 and I pre-ordered one from Big Bad Toy Store because I forgot that I pre-ordered. I don't know how that even happens. And then 2 arrived. I'm like,
here we go.
What am I going to do?
I mean, look, listen, Robert, listen, you're not biased. I mean, hey, Will has basically invited 2 women that he forgot to Olive Garden. It's happened to the best of us.
No. I would never forget to take a woman to Olive Garden because that's a memorable lifetime experience, Lael. You don't forget something like that.
Oh my god!
I thought you were gonna be pulling a Fredo. That's a Godfather reference,
right?
Nah, bro. I'll take them both together at the same time.
When we go to the States next, I'm gonna go to this freaking Olive Garden because I don't know what the hell that is, and I'm gonna see what y'all are talking about because I have no idea.
You're gonna love it, dude. 10 out of 10.
Come on, man. It's a chain. It's a chain restaurant.
it's good.
We'll
Free
see.
breadsticks. That's all.
We'll see. Luis Libet says, "Sup, everyone. Justin, Will, Lael, and Rob, keep up the great work. Thank you. And almost forgot. Please use the super chat for Pennywise. Got you, Will. I don't know about Pennywise. I may or may not have announcements when it is out. I don't know. I really don't want to review it. I really don't want to touch it. I don't like creepy stuff. I don't like horror stuff.
You have to.
Lael, I'll tell you he's getting it. I convinced him.
Yes, Will has forced Lael
Listen.
to get this goddamn clown.
It's not for me. It's for my bro. It's not for me. So again, It's because he's an actual Halloween. I mean, he's basically a horror fan. He loves it. He loves Pennywise. He just loves the franchise, so it's mainly for him. See, Will doesn't tell you that part.
No, but Lael said he was going to get one himself, too.
I said I'm thinking about it because of the simple fact. I'm thinking about it because the more I look at it, and on top of that, I'm looking at it as an investment because as soon as it's out, if it sells out, it's going to be hot. So it might be one of those type of situations.
I don't think it will.
You don't think it will?
It will, Justin.
I think it'll sit around.
You think so?
I think absolutely. Why?
They haven't really made a lot of them.
They haven't really made a ton, but in the US, I reckon they've overcommitted because they're like, oh, horror. People love to have 1/6 scale versions of horror things in their house, right? No. So I think that
you underestimate the horror community.
Yeah,
it'll sell out in LA.
It did really well.
Yeah, it will.
Yeah,
I estimate them. I don't underestimate them. I don't overestimate them. I estimate them. My estimates are always pretty accurate, so I'm pretty sure I know where they're going. I've been watching various 1/6 scale horror videos for years now because I like to support my content creators. I don't like horror stuff, but I watch their videos, and I think I know about where the audience is, and I know where to estimate for where. If I did a Pennywise video, I guarantee you I would absolutely not make a cent back for the amount that I paid for that figure. I think about 10,000-15,000 people will probably watch it, and then that'll make me $3 or something ridiculous like that. So don't worry.
I think we should take an over/under bets on that.
I would totally say over.
Rob's always good with the over and unders. Have you haven't watched the Campion show?
Oh, I watched the Campion show. I've seen Rob.
He's always good with him.
Good with that.
He's always good with him.
Yeah,
kind of his thing.
Pretty good.
I think you're going to get over 30,000 views
in the first week, because obviously eventually it'll get to 30,000.
Okay, in the first week. First week, 30,000 views.
I'm with Rob. Not just because I'm biased, but I'm also with Rob.
I mean, to put it in perspective, Queen Studios Wonder Woman, which is a life-size, gorgeous work of art, that video was published over a month ago and has 21,000 views. So I do not think that Pennywise will be able to top a life-size, hyper-realistic version of Wonder Woman from Queen Studios.
But if it does...
But yeah, if it does, you have to buy all three of us a figure.
Yes, exactly. You do.
I don't think I'm going to agree to that.
Rob, I love it.
I'm just kidding. You don't have to.
If it does,
you can't shave. You can't shave for a year. Shave for a year.
No shave.
I will send all of y'all a T-shirt, a Justin's Collection T-shirt.
Okay,
I'll
take that.
That is the gambit.
Hey. But you need to write on it with a Sharpie. Damn it, you were right.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, just sign it. Sign it. Yeah.
Say, damn it, you were right, and I still haven't seen Shang-Chi.
That would be actually an ultimate test, Justin. Oh my God, Justin, we can test the quality of your fame. Because if you sign the shirt, let's over under how much it sells for on eBay. Signed T-shirt from Justin's Collection. That's what we really need to find out. It won't sell for
anything. You'll lose money on that, even though you got it for free. You'll still
lose money on shipping.
Yeah, exactly. Lane Kramer, by the way, asks, "Can you name the series I stole that name from?" No. Can any of y'all name the series?
What name? Which name
is
he?
Lane Kramer.
Lane Kramer.
I for the longest time thought this was just his real name.
It's not Seinfeld. I mean, I'm
not sure.
All I know is that Lane has a lot of cats. That's all I know.
Well, let me cheat.
Rob's Googling it. In the meantime, TLC sends in a super chat saying, Justin, why don't you get a VPN and change your location to North America? You can then enjoy some of the programs we enjoy in the US. We get most of your programming, luckily, down here in Australia through our various streaming services. So it's not like I'm overly missing out on streaming stuff. It's just because the cinemas are closed that I'm missing out. So as far as streaming, all of your HBO Max programming, we've got Netflix, we've got Amazon Prime, we've got Disney Plus. We get all that stuff. So it's just the theater experience that is completely shut down. Yeah. Anyway, Rob, do you have the results of your search?
No, I mean, I just see the name Kramer and I always think Seinfeld, but Kramer's first name is Cosmo. Cosmo Kramer.
Oh, by the way, who has that lovely water feature going? I love the sound of running water in the background.
That would be me, and it's because they're running water upstairs and it's filtering through. Yeah, that would be me.
As long as it doesn't come down on you, then you're good.
Yeah, it's not coming down. It's like a nice, soothing type of atmosphere when I hear it.
I like it. It's lulling me to sleep
Latoya is
already.
in the house with a super chat saying, "No deal without the message on the tee. Don't worry, I'll definitely put the message on the t-shirt so you can see Lael wearing that t-shirt. If they're right, so, let's not get too ahead of ourselves.
I'm telling you, going against Rob, and he hasn't been wrong yet. I'm telling you, don't watch.
I don't know, man. I'm just, and also,
I think I have a pretty good grasp of my audience at this point. I think. Okay. So, yeah, I'm pretty confident.
That's. I just want my t-shirt. Period.
Yeah.
Give me a t-shirt anyway.
Okay. Either way, I'll send you a t-shirt. Don't worry.
Thank you.
Don't worry. Luminara843 says, "Hey guys, have you heard any news on the Golden Armor Wonder Woman? I want it now."
Exactly.
Luminara and I are in the same boat.
Exactly.
Where is she?
Where is she, bro? Everything else is released except for her. Like, what's going on?
It's one that I think is going to be a shelf stealer. That when you walk into the room, that gold, because I've seen the gold in person, it is beautiful. It is going to command a presence on that shelf. Everyone will look straight at that Wonder Woman because it is literally a shining gold 1/6 scale work of art. So Hot Toys, please release it.
I don't know if it's because of the sculpt, the rooted hair. They're trying to basically get that perfect. I don't know what it is, but it should have been out a long time ago.
I don't know. I'm really excited for the Wonder Woman 84 regular suit as well with the sculpted hair. I've been waiting for a sculpted hair Wonder Woman for years, and finally they did it. Everything else is the same, though. The outfit, actually, no, they did change the body a little bit, but the outfit is exactly the same. So I was expecting that one to be ahead of schedule, but it's still not out as well.
Yeah.
Hot Toys are really, really, really behind at the moment. Yeah. Like, really behind.
They're extremely behind right now.
So...
Hey, but you got that Kylo Ren and Rey. Come on.
Damn right I did.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you get yours yet, Rob?
Yeah.
No.
He hates the sequels. He hates the sequels.
What? Oh, right. Okay.
He does not like J.J. Abrams.
Dude, I do not own one sequel figure.
Well, I mean...
Kylo, you know? At least. Come on.
You know what? It's listen. You know why? Okay, so movie aside, they demand such presence on your shelf. Like they just have such. And then the Kylo, this version of Kylo alone with the light up helmet with that light up feature and the head sculpt of Adam Driver is amazing when you see it in purpose. Rob, I'm trying to enable you right now. No, it's close.
I don't think
he won't be enabled.
Yeah, you look, man. I bought a Catherine Janeway 6 scale figure because she comes with a cup of coffee. I am not a hard sell. The only prequel figures I ever thought I would have gotten Luke, Leia, and Han and Chewie, and I didn't.
Yeah, you didn't.
I should have.
You should have, but you didn't. Lane Kramer has answered his own question. Stars series Spartacus Gods of the Arena. Oh, right, you were talking about the show that we were going to make of the Hot Toys enabling. Not your own name. Well, thank you, and hopefully when we get to travel again, we'll go to Hong Kong and we'll make this damn show because I want to do it. I think there's a lot of unanswered questions there, and I think Hot Toys would be more receptive if we came at it from an official capacity rather than being just a YouTube scenario. If we were there with proper camera gear and press passes and whatnot at whatever event they're hosting, I think they're more likely to answer questions, especially Howard Chan. Yeah. So anyway, it's in the works. Carlos with a super chat saying, thinking of having RDJ sign the Mark 85 art box, battle damage if released soon, and writing I am Iron Man thoughts. That is badass. Do it.
Yeah, RDJ is doing a signing for Star Wars Autograph Universe, and they do a lot of great signings, very legitimate.
Wars?
Yeah, they do a lot of Marvel characters too, like Marvel actors. Yeah, so like I think it's $700 for just a photo, but if you do a send in, like I think it's a little bit more, but to a lot of people that's worth it because RDJ like never really signs from what I hear. So.
Oh, okay, okay.
They have everyone on there. Chris Hemsworth, Tom Hiddleston. They have all the Star Wars actors.
I
got get all of your Avengers.
He doesn't like to be handed anything.
Yeah, remember that. You just place in front of him. He can sign it. He can take it back.
Yeah, he doesn't be handed anything.
And you save 700. Yeah.
Yeah, get it done. Get it done. Boruch Sap? Hopefully I didn't butcher your name. Hey, mate. I'm a fellow Aussie and big long-time fan. What are the rules for the giveaway? Well, first of all, thank you for the super chat. Second of all, the rules are, when this video is live, you'll see the rules come up on the screen again. In fact, I can bring them up. I'll do it in just a second, because around midway through the stream now. Like my Facebook page, follow me on Instagram, subscribe to my channel, and when this video is live as a regular video, once the live stream is over, leave a comment with your favorite Spidey quote. Super simple. Big Collector sends in a super chat. Hey, what's up? Digging that t-shirt, Justin. Thank you. And what is up is that we are talking about plastic, as we always do.
Or diecast.
Or diecast. That's right. S-Beam sends in a super sticker of a hippo that says something. It's too tiny for me to make it out. But thank you for the, it says, get good, or something. Anyway, well, thank you for that little hippo super chat sticker. That is awesome. Well, some people, one person has mentioned Top Gun for some reason, and I will take that and run with it because I don't know if you all saw, but yesterday a company called Redmond Toys has announced a third-party version of Maverick from Top Gun with the leather jacket and everything. Have you all seen that?
I saw it today.
Yeah. No, I did not actually.
I'm just not a fan of them.
Oh, really?
I've bought some Redmond toys, and they're sketchy.
Okay. All right. Well, I will review it, and I will let you all know what I think when that eventually comes out. Lane Kramer sends in another super chat. So can you discuss now, with Iron Patriot seeing final pictures, what you expect for posability and how it looks to you? Yeah, we can talk about Iron Patriot again. I don't think any of us will be mad about that. Iron Patriot's a beauty. Can I just say quickly, he looks shorter than expected. He's actually a little bit shorter than the Mark 85.
That's what I thought. It looked. I thought it was short too when I saw the video.
He definitely should be bigger than the 85, shouldn't he? Like naturally.
I thought.
If you see them standing up against each other, it's. I don't know if it could be camera angles. I'm not sure. It could be. But this looks, all right, I want to say one thing as well.
I'll bring up a picture while we're discussing it. Hold on.
While we're discussing this, I want to say something to everyone who's watching this video right now. Please, 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 please give it a chance. If you're looking at the photos and you look at the head sculpt, please don't judge the head sculpt off the photos. Once you get it in hand, I guarantee you it's going to be different. Please, please, because I've seen so many comments going at that head sculpt, and it looks perfect too. Yeah. That's the thing, is like you got to keep in mind that sometimes when you're looking at these actual photos, the saturation, depending on if they're using filters or whatever, it can sort of like warp the image a tad bit. But I guarantee once you get it in hand, you will be satisfied. I don't have it yet, but I assure you it will. So just don't pay attention to the photos. Just give it a chance. Plain and simple.
Trying to find a picture of him versus the Mark 85. It's actually harder than expected. So hold on while I'm trying to find one. But I thought, so I've seen this guy in person twice. I could have sworn that when I saw him, he was this big, massive, hulking beast. And he definitely has the girth, but in terms of the height, I was expecting him to tower over the 85 like a lot. But it's not going to stop me from getting the figure, because let's be honest, put him in a flight stand in the background, you'll never know how tall he is anyway. Exactly. He's flying in the background. But I could have sworn that he was huge.
It's crazy. Justin, on Sacha's website, he's listed at 12.79 inches tall. So that's about pretty standard. I mean,
that's relatively short, actually. Yeah, usually an Iron comes in at 13 to 14, right?
Yeah, I'm going to have to look up the 85. But I thought, since he's so expensive, he's $469 on Sideshow's site. I thought he would be pretty big for that price. That's pretty... I thought he'd be like 15 inches. Like,
well, I don't know how much he is in. Here we go. I've got a picture. I don't know how much he is in Hong Kong because I don't really like to comment on the sideshow price because it's sideshow price is whatever the Hot Toys price is plus a sideshow
like
tax
$60,
of
$70.
however much we don't know. So they're like it could be in Hong Kong it's the same price as 85 or even less, and then when it comes to the US they decide to put the price up. Anyway, I finally have a picture. One moment while I share it. This picture actually is a beautiful picture. I've unfortunately cut off this gentleman's name, but I will look him up after so I can give him the appropriate credit for this beautiful image. But as you can see here, it's a screen cap from Instagram. Your boy is looking kind of funky because he is this big, massive hulk of a thing. But here, he's the same height. Obviously, the camera angles, etc. here, but if you have them back to back, this guy is standing, so the Iron Patriot is currently standing in front of the 85, and he's just at the same height as him. So when you put them back to back, put them right up next to each other, you can obviously surmise that he's going to be just a touch shorter than 85. I don't know. It's Bow Figure Photography, by the way. Check out his Instagram page. But I don't know if I'm loving the height here because I was expecting this big hulking mass of a thing. If I was going to go for something that's just the same size as a regular War Machine, I would, in fact, I already did, get the War Machine Mark 6 because that's the classic War Machine colors. It's a really great figure. I love the War Machine Mark 6. And this guy's going to be the same height as him, just a little bit thicker and blue. I don't know.
Well, it would make sense because Don Cheadle, I think, is shorter than Robert Downey Jr. in real life.
Is he?
And then it would still have to fit him as a man, you know, like in universe. So it would fit him size wise. But I just think it's about the girth and the weapons and the.
I mean, we'll see when it arrives. We'll see when it arrives.
Yeah, I mean, I saw there was a review of it. I saw it and I was like, it still looks great.
Yeah.
And when do you get yours? I can't live without the Justin's review of this to make my final.
It arrives,
I need you to make up my mind for me. How about that?
I'll check the tracking. It is left Hong Kong, so that means what day is it today? It's Wednesday today. It should be here by Friday, I reckon, or Sunday at the latest, and then I'll have the review up the same day. So either Friday or Sunday is when y'all can expect, or a day earlier for y'all in the States, because you live in the past, we live in the future. Thursday or Saturday for y'all in the US. So you get it, not really a day early, but
so great. So in Europe, they get to see Dune, and you're going to get an Iron Patriot. What am I left with?
Yeah,
my life is empty.
You are left with Shang-Chi and the Eternals and Spider-Man No Way Home. So not all bad. Not all
Venom.
bad. And Venom. Oh my god.
Sam's Club. Olive Garden. All the
By
best
the way,
things.
So the other day I host the Designing Hollywood podcast.
Nice, yes.
And I interview it's all costume designers.
Yeah.
And
did you ask your question?
Well, you know what, I didn't do it publicly. But I did. I had the costume designer for Spider-Man No Way Home. And I had the costume designer for Endgame and Infinity War.
Okay.
And I will say this. There are things that we don't know about.
And that's great. That's
that
great.
We don't know about.
That's great.
Okay, well, I had my source earlier on as well, and they said that you can expect Spidey to wear 6 different suits in Spider-Man No Way Home. And we already have 3 confirmed. The black and gold suit, the integrated suit, and the upgraded suit. So those are 3. We have another 3 that we don't know. So if that is indeed true, that's come from a pretty reliable source.
And the spider armor. Remember, like that.
We got Iron Spider too.
The Iron Spider.
Iron Spider. Okay, so 2 more. We will have to wait and see about that. But I'm hella excited for that film.
That sounds great.
You know what I'm really excited about?
Praying that by the time it opens, that Justin, you will be able to actually walk into.
I was about to say I'm more excited.
We'll
I'm excited about No Way Home, but I'm more excited about being able to leave my house and go see it.
Yeah.
So
hopefully.
Fingers crossed. Come on now. Come on.
On Sunday night, I went to the Hollywood Bowl and saw Black Panther with a live orchestra.
Oh, I thought you were
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
No,
I saw that John also went, right?
Yeah, he took me. It was incredible. And Kevin Feige came out and made a speech before it started.
Oh, nice.
And Ludwig Göransson, the composer who also is the composer of Mandalorian, was sitting behind me. It was, I mean,
badass.
Wow, that live orchestra and the vocalists and the drummers is amazing.
Hey Rob, so I was supposed to go. Okay, so here's my dilemma. Here's my sad news. Toya, she's in here, so she's gonna probably hear it. We were supposed to go see a performance, an orchestra performance of the Black Panther while they show the film in Philadelphia. We can't because it's the same day as her cousin's wedding. So. Yeah,
oh, come on, man. Her cousin won't even know. They're always so nervous on wedding days anyway. What the?
Well, see, the thing is, she's actually part of the wedding party. So it's tough. It's so tough, man.
There's no way.
Here's the answer.
One. Wow.
You go. Oh. The answer is always yes.
Wow.
No, I can't. I can't advocate that.
You can't enable that one.
I can't. You know what? There's only
enable that one.
You got to. At the end of the day, there are two things. There are two things in life that are absolutely besides death and taxes.
Toys.
Nope. Your lady always comes first.
Happy wife, happy life, bro. Straight up.
Your lady always comes first, and it's always your fault.
Exactly.
I definitely learned that one.
Yeah, it is. It's always your fault.
Especially
no matter what, it's all your fault.
Everything, not just your personal life issues, but also like everything.
Right.
That's right. Justin. No, everything's your
everyone
fault.
else just has normal like their fault, but I get everything. By the way, we have 342 amazing people watching, so I have to say a massive thank you to all of y'all. Y'all are fantastic. I didn't realize Ryan Kirkwood is in the chat. He is watching. It's quite early for Ryan in Hong Kong. It's 9 a.m. So, Ryan, I appreciate you for coming along and checking out the stream. That is awesome.
What's up, Ryan?
He will be on next week, by the way. Ryan will be back. Okay. Callum with a super chat saying, I am starting an MCU Spidey shelf. Ooh, great idea. I already plan on putting all his suits from the films on the shelf. What else should I put on my MCU Spidey shelf? Let's go around the room, actually. Do you all have a recommendation for Cal? Oh my god!
Wow, that box
Rob
is
just
huge.
Flexing. Yeah, it's huge.
It's huge.
This
is one of the greatest Hot Toys figures that has
I know
made.
you said, Rob, that you think it's one of your favorite figures, right?
I agree.
This figure is beyond great, and you know what? This box, this box is beyond great. Yeah. I mean, this is one of the greatest action figures I've ever seen of any action figure ever.
It's the best Spidey that I've ever seen in any scale. It is pure perfection. I don't know why Will doesn't have it, because he loves his statue style stuff, except this is a posable statue. So
this is the deluxe
anything
version?
A statue can do, this can do.
But see, for bigger figures like quarter scale, third scale, half, whatever, I just prefer statues. I like them a little bit better because I don't like posing a figure that big. I mean, I've only had one though. I've only had one. I had the Joker Hot Toys, the Heath Ledger.
It's a Will specific. I thought you were just hating on quarter scale in general.
No.
You don't want to pose them because
I'm not a huge poser. I don't like posing that much.
Especially like I have my Prime 1 Batman. I get the statue stuff. I've got 2 more Prime 1s downstairs. I'm getting the statue stuff. I know they got a presence. I will admit that. But most of the poses that Prime 1 things are in, they're just usually standing there. They're maybe one leg up, maybe one fist up. Maybe they're doing something a little. It's relatively simple. You could very easily do that with a quarter scale Vader or a quarter scale Spidey or a quarter scale Batman.
They quarter scale Vader. Dion Bandela in the chat says they just got a quarter scale Vader from.
Oh, it's so good.
I've heard it's great.
It's so good.
Yeah, it's
so
the only thing I'm worried about with the Spidey, and Rob, you might be able to speak to this too. You and Justin both. The suit, the creasing. Like if if I got a statue of that Spidey and that it looked that good, I know I could put it in a dynamic pose and not. it's a statue, so it's already in
the Queen Studios one. The Queen Studios, that Queen Studios Spidey, perfection, because that's in a pose that you could never pull off. The Civil War one, you could never pull off that pose with the Hot Toys Spidey. You just couldn't do it. That I think is one of the reasons why I've been getting the statues that I have been getting, except for Shazam, because his pose is pretty basic, but there is no other option for Shazam. I've been going for ones that I wouldn't probably do that pose with my figure, so the statue can be my dynamic version, like the Justice League Batman. Wait till you all see this thing. It's gorgeous. He has his leg like all the way up. He's got his torso twisted. He's, clenched fists. It looks fantastic. I would never do that and leave my Hot Toys Justice League Batman in that pose. The suit would get destroyed.
Right.
So that argument of having it in a dynamic pose, totally with you there. But most of the time, when it comes to quarter scale statues, I found that they're just standing there. And you can easily do that with your Hot Toys Spidey. You can have him just stand there.
I know Lael's a bit different than me. But like, for example, like I have the Prime 1 Bane, 1/3 scale, right? Like he has arms out in the natural pose. But with a hot toy, that wouldn't look as good because you'd have shoulder seams that would be visible unless you put like a Fison body on him.
You get the Fison, yeah.
But
the
even
Fison
then, that's going to crack at some point, probably. So I mean, that's
if it's just out like that, then it should be right.
I mean, that statue, when I get something like that, I just feel like it has more presence than what a quarter scale
Look at
Lael.
Lael. What?
Lael's the poser guy. He loves posing. I hate posing. I don't like doing it.
How can you hate that? That's the fun of action figures, man.
No, like not for me. Rob, I mostly put them in one pose that I really like. It takes me a lot of time to get them in one pose that I just love, and then I don't really change it again.
Throughout our journey together, I will help you realize your love for posing, just as you've helped me realize my love for statue collecting.
It's too much
he's shaking
time.
his head now.
It's too much time. His head now. Like, because we all are busy guys. We have other things to do. Just posing figures takes a lot of time to get it right. And I do, when I first get it, it takes a lot of time. It could take me a couple hours to get the right pose.
You know what? I was pretty happy with this. I recently reposed
a
little Daredevil, a little Deadpool, and like he's coming at you with two swords.
Thank you, Disney, by the way, for releasing a clip showing Trevor Slattery in Shang-Chi. So thank you for spoiling me on your official YouTube and Instagram pages, releasing the poster. Even though you'll know full well that all of the markets can't see your film. So huge thank you for doing that. Rob, your Deadpool looks fantastic.
I really like that pose, Rob. I kind of
regret
selling mine.
I love the pose.
Yeah, I mean, I figured he's fighting, although I don't know why this flap is coming up. Why is that?
Oh, yeah, the glue on those flaps sometimes goes. You may need to glue that back in.
So with the statue, though, I don't think you would have that problem, would you?
See, I just like he's coming out to fight somebody.
I just like trolling Justin.
Yeah, he will does. All right, we do have another super chat from Ian1281. Hello, guys. Ian from Boston. Man, I'm thank you so much for all your content and feedback. I'm a huge fan. Justin, you got me started with the figures. Thanks. You know what? You're welcome. I'm glad that you were able to realize your love for figures through my channel, but I just realized I cut Lael off. I didn't get to give him a chance to talk about what the heck Will was going on about, which is complete BS. He will love posing after I'm done with him. Don't worry. Lael,
I'm just still sad he can't see Black Panther live with a real orchestra.
That too.
I know, man. I feel bad for you, Lael.
You know what?
Bad for you. But you know what? I don't. It serves you right. You know,
Justin's vindictive as hell.
Whatever you want. I don't feel bad.
But I bet your lady's gonna look fantastic in whatever bridesmaid's dress she's in.
Oh yeah, she's the queen.
She will. She will. You know what? It is the thing is she will, and I'm just gonna be sitting at a table somewhere, just not. You know what I mean? Just watching and watching my arm and looking at pictures that Vinny or somebody else will probably send me like, yo, you're missing out. Yo, this is incredible. Like, but all right.
Every day I'm getting messages saying, oh, Shang-Chi is so good, Justin. I'm like, yeah, I bet it is.
Yeah.
Like, do people like, I've mentioned it so many times, I don't get to see it, but just like, constantly, every day messages coming in. And I'm just like, you know what? No.
To be fair, I only said them to you that one night, and that was because it was a
visceral
reaction.
You know what?
That was opening night, and then you do not know how many messages I got opening night of how good Shang-Chi is. And I'm sitting at home, sitting there, probably eating ramen. I don't know what the heck I was doing. And I'm getting these messages pouring in. My phone was this close to not looking anything like a phone. I was about to smash that thing on the ground so hard, but I didn't. I was like, you know what?
You know what? You could have
a free country again. one.
You could have, by the time you get a chance to see that, you and your missus could have booked a vacation somewhere overseas, here mainly in the United States, watched that movie like 18 times, and then went back just living
thank you,
life.
Australia. We can't leave either, unfortunately. Even if we're fully vaccinated, we cannot leave. Otherwise, Lael, if I could get the heck out of here, I would be freaking long gone. Don't even worry. I would be long gone.
Well, listen. My daughter, my youngest baby girl's over there, so she's working in school remotely from home. So I feel your pain. I get it. I get it.
Anyway, enough moaning. What do you think about this whole Will-ism?
Which one?
The posing.
Oh, I was like, there's so many.
Posing Will, not the ramen. Oh my goodness.
Oh, well, because the ramen thing. Hey, Leo, have you ever heard eating ramen with an egg?
Oh my God, no, Will.
No,
don't
I've never heard
it's
of that.
the Japanese.
Listen.
No one does that. Justin made that up.
Yes, everyone does that.
Dude, you get Japanese ramen. Haven't you ever seen the movie Tampopo? They make everybody has it with an egg.
Well, see, everybody eats ramen their own way. Us, especially over here, I know a lot of people
2-minute noodles. I'm not talking the cup ramen. I'm talking real
ramen. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Real ramen. A lot of people, you would be surprised that a lot of people even eat real ramen with hot sauce, bro. Honestly, they do.
Oh yeah, no, I've done that.
Yeah,
I believe that.
In Maryland, they put like Old Bay on everything because people are crazy about crabs here.
Bay.
So like Old Bay is like literally on chips, like everything.
What that is?
It's kind of like a spicy sauce,
like sriracha or something.
Like kind of, but it's not a sauce. It's more like like it's almost like pepper or something like that. But I've never heard of that with the ramen thing. That's definitely.
I've never heard of it. I've seen chili oil. Like in Japan, you put a few drops of chili oil in your ramen, and you get a bit of zip in your pip. Your day's ready to go. But I've never heard of what is it? Old
Bay.
Old Bay.
Old Bay. Do you use it, Leo?
I used to. I can't use it now, but I used to.
It gives you a little kick. It gives you a little spicy kick.
Okay,
it does.
That's
a little bit
spicy. Justin loves the spice. So
you know me. I love a bit of spice. I'm half Sri Lankan, so I grew up eating curries like every day.
There you go.
So don't even worry about it. When I went to Sri Lanka when I was like 12 or something. I don't remember. Anyway, we woke up in the morning, and the best thing ever was I went to the buffet at the hotel. They had curry for breakfast, and I was like, you know what? I love this. So I love a good spice. You know me. I love it. Anyway, posing. Will's posing-ism.
The thing is like, look, everybody I just can't, me myself, I cannot pose I can't have my figures in museum poses. It just doesn't, for me, it doesn't work. And I'm willing to take the risks. But I will say, it also, if you are a poser and if you want to pose your figures, it also depends on the atmosphere, bro. If you're in a cool, nice little cool area where it's like really, the temperature's nice, it won't really damage. Look, I've had, pretty much, like, for instance, Spider-Man 2099. I've actually had that figure posed in a dynamic pose since I got it, and the suit is still perfect. And I've not moved that pose. I guess it just depends on how willing, if you're willing to push it, or if you really care. Like, for me, dynamic is all the way. I have to recreate scenes. It's just boring when I just have them standing there. Will just wants to advocate for statues. That's it. He just wants everybody to get statues. That's what it's all about.
But even statues,
I love my figures.
I prefer dynamic statues. Like I understand the quality of a museum statue, like just standing there it's still awesome. The artistry there is fantastic. But if I'm going to get something that I can't change the pose of, I want it to be able to do something that I wouldn't otherwise do to my figures. Because I'm like you, Lael. I love posing figures, but I'm not like you in the sense that I don't want to risk damaging it.
Yeah.
So like,
I understand.
My BVS Batman, I'll just have him standing, looking imposing in a regular museum pose. Not like this. This is a bit too robotic. A little bit more flair. Give him a little bit of a hunch forward and arms out.
Yeah.
You can do museum, but it doesn't have to look like this. Flare the legs out a little bit, have him looking down.
Yeah.
But if I'm getting a statue, it better be in a badass pose compared to what I would do with my figures. So that's my justification mainly for statues. The Prime 1 Aquaman, which I will be getting, I'm super excited to get that. He's in a crazy dynamic pose. He's got his trident out. He's got this wave crashing behind him. It's going to be badass. So I think I get both sides, but I don't understand like the it takes too much time thing. I mean, I know we're all busy people, but have you not ever come to a figure that potentially you don't love as much anymore? And even though you're not doing a crazy dynamic pose, you've just tweaked something little. And then it's just reignited your love for that figure.
That has happened. I've done that.
Justin Will's just lazy.
No. See, here's the thing, Lael. I like museum poses. It depends on the character. Like, if it makes sense to do a museum pose, then yes. The one thing I do hate, like, I'm always about preserving the integrity of the suit. So, like, with Spider-Man figures, I almost don't like getting them from Hot Toys because... because, like, you never know with the suit. Like, you never know. They could bounce back. They could not. Right?
No.
Yes. I'm telling you, Lael. I'm telling you, bro. Like, if a museum pose works for a character, I think it can do wonders.
There's certain characters that a museum pose fits. If you're just doing like a standard walking pose, it fits.
Like Mando or something. But like,
Mando.
But like,
I don't know when museum pose started to become a bad word.
I have had this figure posed like this.
For the longest time.
See, Rob, I would do a pose like that.
And it's still not a lot of pressure on the suit. No problems with it, right?
None.
Well, you can tell there's not a lot of pressure on the suit there. He's got the arms extended, like, you know, there's not crunching and creasing.
Well, you know, I think he's swinging in, you know.
Yeah, and like for example, the Black Panther from Civil War, I would not dare put that thing in a dynamic pose for a long period.
No.
Like, there's no chance. I mean, like, I would love to put T'Challa in a dynamic pose, but no chance I'm risking that figure ripping.
I mean, I look at this like made in here. There's some creasing in here, but that's because it's creased because
you get a little bit of creasing there. I think
I love this. I love this figure. I
know he's awesome.
Could be another one.
It depends on which character it is as well, because like a character like Captain Marvel, perhaps she had a practical real suit in the film, so that when she's posing and moving, there are creases, wrinkles, etc. So it makes sense for them to be a little bit creasing. But when it comes to like that Black Panther, I don't know, as I said before, when museum pose became such a bad thing. You can have a ton of presence, and that's why so many statues go for a museum pose. Is because you're able to admire the character and you're not being distracted by the pose, potentially. I mean, obviously that's badass.
I've had this advanced...
Come on now, that's beautiful.
I've had this advanced suit exactly like this since I got it, and there's no problems. I love it. I love this pose.
That's a great pose.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, you just get so much presence, if you will. Sometimes I just want to punch you in the face.
Because you know I'm right. That's why I make too much sense.
It just makes sense to have it posed, and it just looks like it's straight out of the game. When I look at it this way, it's just like it feels like it's out of the game. I can't help it, bro. I just love the pose.
Oh yeah,
I'm like, wow.
Like, if everyone wants to put their figures in those type of poses, it's not like I'm gonna get on my pedestal and say no one can do it or shouldn't do it. Like, it's just not what I'm comfortable with. I'm more like Justin. Like, I don't want to degrade the integrity of the suit. So like with Spider-Man figures, even if I know they'll rebound at least a little bit, like even Ant-Man, like I have him in a pose where he has his thumb, like where he's about to.
Yeah, me too, but not
turn.
The arms.
But the arm's not creased all the way. It's like enough to it's still straight.
Will's like me.
Like Will's because I'm very cautious about that. Like I'm trying to maintain it for a long period of time.
I've never thought about that. Maybe because I'm close to death, so one day I'm not going to care.
That's
I mean, come on now.
Yeah,
I mean that's the fun of getting these pictures. I mean, they're getting the. It's like when you pose, like when is it Young Bum who does like the whole?
Oh, he's incredible. Incredible.
Yeah, the I don't know where he gets half of his stuff. I mean, is he like some billionaire?
He's got dioramas and he's got
everything
stuff that I've never seen.
But his poses are great.
Check him out, by the way, on Instagram if you haven't. He does amazing poses. By the way, we've had a bunch of super chats come in, so let's quickly blast through them before we get back to our topics. Cowins Productions, and by the way, his little profile picture is a cow. I freaking love that. For the giveaway, do we have to use an MCU Spidey quote, or are we able to use any Spidey quote? Any Spidey quote is totally fine. You can use any Spidey quote that you want.
You should say no one, and anyone who says with great power comes great responsibility is immediately disqualified.
Wow.
Because you're going to have 110,000
spicy today. Just like on my Doc Ock video that now after that trailer, I have about 35 million comments saying, "Hello, Peter." Like, the first 10,000 times was funny, and then there's just, it's like, oh, God.
Everyone's so witty.
Yeah, I know, so funny.
There's only two quotes that will work. I mean,
I'll tell you what I am looking forward to, though. A 6-scale statue in terms of posing. It's 6 scale. It's in a fixed pose. When I saw it, I'm like, I can't believe this exists.
What is it?
Purple Rain Prince.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Okay. Yeah.
It's a recreation of the Purple Rain, the photograph that's on the album cover.
Badass.
Come on,
with
dude.
the bike.
Yeah, man.
Nice. Who's making it?
Hell, I don't know.
Badass.
I'm about to pull it up.
Do it. Check it out.
I mean, Prince, to me, he's my favorite rock and roller of all time.
I'm hoping that someone makes a figure. Maybe that company that's making Bowie and all the other musicians.
Bowie and Bob Marley.
Yep, Bob Marley, and they made an amazing.
It's not Bob Marley. It's
no, it is. It's Bob Marley. They're making Bob Marley. They're making Freddie, and David Bowie.
They are okay. Because I ordered the Bob Marley, because that also is a full figure, just like David Bowie is.
Yeah. Yep, they're going all out now with the staged. I love that stage base. If only Freddie had come with that.
It's so good.
I wish we could purchase it separately so we could have all, because it's like a circle, so you can have them all connected, like Rob wants to do, and have his band in 1/6 scale with the stage all connected in a circle.
I mean, my Jimi Hendrix, which is, by the way, that Hendrix figure is awesome.
Blitzway, I think, made that.
It's Blitzway. It's awesome. So I got Hendrix.
Can I share this screen?
Sure.
Rob, I'm glad you like that Hendrix, because I had it on pre-order originally and I canceled it when I saw the photos.
It's great.
Yeah.
Oh, that's badass.
I'm glad you liked it. Yeah.
PCS is making it. PCS.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
I remember you guys, Lael. I remember you guys went crazy when this was announced.
Oh my god.
Come on.
Smoke machine. A mini smoke machine behind that.
Yeah. Big
all they need is
a mini smoke machine.
It's a statue, though, isn't it?
I'm pretty. It is, but it is 6 scale. Right. So as far as he can just roll up, my band can play behind him.
That would be badass. Sick.
And I would recreate Lake Minnetonka. Come on, man. Are you serious?
You got to purify yourself in the water.
Exactly.
Bro.
That's just not Lake Minnetonka.
Come on now. Well, check that out from PCS Collectibles if that is something you would like to add to your very own.
I want to see Morris Day and Jerome. That's what I would like to get. I'd like to get Purple Rain, Morris and
Jerome. Exactly, bro.
I'm sure we'll get a bunch more. It seems like musicians, in terms of figures at least, are on the rise.
Yes.
I mean, Toyetic, you could go back. I mean, I'd go through Prince's. I would, as a matter of fact, I've always wanted to license my own I always want to make an action figure line. Doing Prince in him and various band members, like getting Sheila E. in certain, depending on what, like pick an album like Sign of the Times and just do the band, of that, or even Graffiti Bridge, because you could get like Mavis Staples and it'd be awesome.
Yeah.
And just do a whole multi-era Prince lineup. I'd do that. Nobody would buy them.
I'd be down. I'd be down to see it. That'd be
definitely
badass.
I'd want to own them.
This is an interesting one. So Wolf Moon sends in a super chat. Thank you, Wolf Moon, saying, "I hope that Marty McFly ships this week from Toys Wonderland. The rumor is that it will be released this month. I don't know about this week, but it'll be released this month. So." Yeah, I mean, I don't think I've ever seen a Hot Toys figure be announced and then release the same month, ever.
Yeah.
In the existence of the company. Not even the Toy Fair exclusives. Usually they come out later in the month or a month after or whenever, whatever. But this isn't an exclusive. This is a proper, regular release. It's available on Sideshow. It's available from Hot Toys. That's crazy. So if that actually happens, I will be very, very happy. Yeah. Poor Man John Doe asks, do you think Hot Toys would benefit from a Western subsidiary to produce figures that Western audiences want, i.e. original Star Wars characters? Well, let's be honest. There's a lot of crossover in media between Western culture and the folks over in Hong Kong. They already make all Star Wars, pretty much all Star Wars. They've made original trilogy, new trilogy, Rogue One, Solo, Mandalorian. They already make all Star Wars. They're making classic figures from classic films like Back to the Future. So I don't think that they necessarily can get or need to get any more Western. Their artistry is so heavily rooted in Hong Kong and South Korea. That's where the artist team is, in South Korea. JC Hong and his team, the painting team. I don't think that they necessarily need to change anything there. I mean, yeah, it might mean more figures for the Western market specifically, but I don't think that it's a huge issue, at least for me personally. Let me quickly do a refresh because there's a few more that have come through, and don't worry, we will get back to talking about. It's one thing that is in particular that I want to talk about. I'll bring it up in just a second. Okie dokie. Ian1281 follows up. Hey Justin, Ian from Boston. Man, you definitely got me started with figures. Thank you all. You guys are awesome. Would love to join you guys someday. Thanks. Yeah, I'm sure one day we can do a collector and YouTuber stream. That'll be fantastic. Maybe one day we can make that happen.
Yeah.
16 Shooter. What are the odds of Hot Toys making Dune figures? Ooh, that's a great question. And I think, for me, I can see Star Ace picking up the license for Dune more than I can see Hot Toys.
Yeah, I would say 0 for Hot Toys.
Agreed.
As much as we would love
Rob,
to see it.
What do you think, Rob? You're the biggest Dune advocate I've ever seen. I don't even know what the heck Dune is.
Look, I mean, I you know what I think the problem is that, you know, every time there was never Prometheus toys that they announced.
Yeah, that's true.
I just think that there are certain things that, while I think a lot of us love Dune, I don't think they lend themselves, especially the designs now, to what Hot Toys does. And that's the thing. Like, look, I would love to collect lots of different kinds of toys, but I don't think that they lend, like, Hot Toys does color so well. And, you know, all the Dune figures are very monochromatic. And while I mean, NECA will do something. They already did.
McFarlane has. McFarlane has.
And they're I just don't think it's a Hot Toys thing.
Yeah,
but
I agree.
I mean, it'd be cool to get some, I guess, but you know, if people, one of the things I think, and maybe you guys could speak to this. Lael and I are going to do a stream, and I was going to talk to him about this too.
Hey, yes. There we go.
The kind of figures that that you want on your shelf, like, why have them? And I think part of why having them is they're fun for other people to see, not just you. Like, if you have when you have a good collection of toys and a good display, and someone, even people that don't love toys, they think you're too old to collect these things. Everybody responds to a great figure display,
especially when they see it in person.
Yeah, and that's when they come over, they have a big smile on their face, and they're like, wow. Because one figure is fine, but when you put figures arranged the way you want them, posed the way you want them, in a case where they're dynamic and light is shining down on them, it puts a smile on my face. You know, you walk, you're like,
me too.
Hell yes. It does.
Damn right.
Except for Will, because he's boring. But yeah, I mean, it's. Lael
has no idea, man.
Well, you know, I love you like my brother, bro.
I know, man.
But no, listen. I mean, you're right, bro. It's just the presence. You know, I always have family members who come by, and you know, they always want to come downstairs and see what I have new or what's next. My neighbor, he's always like, "Yo, can I come over just to take a look?" A friend of mine, a friend of mine, like seriously, like a friend of mine, his name is Mark Seven. He wants to come over here so bad to look at these figures. Like, it's like, yo, when I come, I just want to actually just sit down and just watch. And I'm like, bro, like, the thing is, they're like, you know, I know if I start with one, I can't, I won't be able to catch up. That's not the point. The point is to start whenever you want to start and just add on there. Like, you just do it the way you want to do it. This right here, it took like maybe 8 years of collecting to get to this point, to get to where I'm at. And it's just something that, and the thing is, it's like, we like presents on our shelves. You know what I mean? I was fortunate enough to have a fiance who loves what I do. She loves collecting. She gets involved in it as well. It was so hard for me to get it was so hard for me to get the armor from her. She didn't want to let go. Like, literally, she did not want to let that figure go so much that she got sneakers, and she claims the armor is technically hers. It's not mine. So she'll tell you that it's just occupies space for now until she wants it back. But that's what she'll for now. But like you know, like Rob said, it's true. Like it, and I think a lot of it goes back to the simple fact that it's all nostalgic. It's nostalgic. It's a piece 100%. Of what we see on screen We want to actually have that. You know, we love it and value it so much. To have a piece of that on your shelf is just like, yo, it's there's no other experience.
Something takes you right back to that film,
exactly
wherever you were at the time where you first
exactly
it. Yeah, literally.
Something like Dune, you know, to piggyback off of Rob. Something like Dune is the simple fact that we love it. Yes, we know about it. But the problem is Hot Toys is also looking at the simple fact that, like you said, there's not too many people who know about it. And would the interest be there, or would it occupy like a just extended shelf life in their warehouse? So that's just one of the things that they're probably looking at when it comes to figures like that. We love it. And the people who grew up in an era where we embrace the original films, we know about the IP, we know so much about, if you've read the books, you know, I'm so, and Rob, I was watching earlier today, I'm so upset at this simple fact. It would have been amazing if they would actually film these films back to back. But of course, I understand why they didn't. You know, I get that. But at the same time, it's just like something, if you've read the books, it's impossible to do just one film and not extend it. You know what I mean? So again, to have a Hot Toys figure and to have these particular figures, not knowing how well this film is going to be received, you know,
wait for the second or the third or whatever.
I think that's one of the biggest issues as well.
But I can see Star Race particularly picking that up. That seems something like right up their wheelhouse.
Yeah, or even 3-0 at best.
Yeah, maybe 3-0, and they won't include any display bases.
But I still think like it's tough because you have to think about what, like, I'll tell you, you know what, seeing Black Panther again really made me want to get that third-party Killmonger figure when he's in his paramilitary outfit.
Oh yeah,
you need that. You need that.
I love that.
Figure is badass, and I was watching the movie and I'm like, oh, I need that.
Yeah, you know,
right. It was like I have to get with the hair with this. I mean, I'm like, I really need that.
Oh, you need that figure. So, Justin, with that being said, let us know when that site goes up. Please do, because I
will let you know. Don't worry.
Please,
I will let
please
you know.
do.
I really want to get that as well. I'm pretty excited for that. We do have a few more chats that have come in, gents. We are going to be ending at around 1 hour 30 for the stream, so we've got about 10 to 15 more minutes to go. Kinky Sphincter says, what do you all think of Golem / Smeagol? Figure looks awesome. He's talking about that creepy little gremlin from Lord of the Rings, I believe.
Yeah.
From Asmus. Yeah, it looks creepy, but I'm pretty sure it's supposed to look like that. So I'm happy for anyone who's a Lord of the Rings fan. You can now get yourself a creepy little emaciated creature. So congrats to you for that. Patrick Kelly with a super chat says, what are the chances we will see reissues of Jin, K2SO, Chirrut with the Andor series coming? Should I get these figures secondhand now? I think 0, because they've already said K2SO is not in the series. Andor has not met Jin before Rogue One, and Andor has not met Chirrut before Rogue One. So this film obviously takes place before Rogue One, because, spoiler alert, he dies in Rogue One. So I don't think there would be any reason whatsoever to reissue those characters if they're not actually in Andor, which they aren't, because they haven't met yet. That was the first time they've met. So no. Simon says, I'm sorry. Thoughts on official Captain Carter? Y'all buying? Yes, I think it looks great. A figure preview video is coming. Ryan will be taking the pictures today.
Oh my God! That announcement came out last night. I was like, Justin, please hit me up, bro.
Full fabric outfit there. I'm so happy about no synthetics, no rubber, all fabric. Yeah, that makes me so happy.
It looks great. I love the design too. It's cool.
Will we get a Peter Parker head sculpt for that Spidey though? Because unless I'm misremembering, in the zombie episode, he didn't wear his mask once.
Not once.
He was unmasked the
you probably
entire
need a
time.
sculpt for that.
Yeah.
So we need a sculpt then, like Hot Toys. Come on now. Get it done.
I'm surprised you guys like that Peggy Carter so much. I don't like it at all.
I figured you wouldn't. I figured you wouldn't. I never expected you would. I love it. I don't even
like What If. Justin, you and I are. I mean,
we know. I know.
So, but it just looking at the figure objectively, like, it looks like a Hasbro to me. I mean, like,
it's an animated figure.
But I get that. But like the Miles Morales from Spider-Verse looks incredible as the Spider-Gwen. Those look great.
Well, I don't understand the delta there though, because they're both based on animated figures. Right. They're both wearing full fabric outfits. They're both well, Peggy's gonna have a ton more presence because if you pose her with Hydra Stomper, then that's gonna be.
I think it's the head sculpt, just the animation style of the show, and then just this head sculpt.
It looks
really
do anything about it.
It looks a little more like Spider-Verse looks animated too, but it at least has a cool visual, unique animated style. This looks. I don't know. I have no excitement for, but I don't love the show that much. So
you know what? It's not. Just put it this way: it's not for everybody. It's not for everybody. So that's it's subjective and it's opinion. So that's fine. Me, I love it because I just love. Again, it's what if it's. Seeing that live, able to actually see that rendition, I have no problems with it whatsoever. So yes, I will have the figure. So again, it's not for everybody, but I will have it.
No, I'm happy for you guys who like it and want to get it. It just I'm surprised that people actually like it. To be honest, like but yeah, but I mean,
it looks just like the animation, which is what people wanted, right? They've always said we want to look like the animation, so it makes sense. I think. We've got 3 more super chats, and then we'll get back to Rob, go for it. What were you going to say?
Well, I just wish that they took that example of making it look more realistic and not making it animated.
I don't think they were allowed to. I think they were told
that could very well be, but like they've got to you give me a Haley Atwell face sculpt, and put that because to me I don't. What I've always liked, I love that Sideshow when they were making their Clone Wars figures, they made them realistic.
Hot Toys too.
I really love that idea, and that was to me that was an extra added bonus by collecting these high-end figures. Whereas one of the reasons that I don't collect other kinds of figures other than Hot Toys or high-end 6 scale is because they look too animated.
Yeah,
and I like that realism. Although that said, I really do like the look of that figure.
And when I mean a Hasbro, I mean just the face sculpt. I don't mean anything else. Like I mean, everything else obviously looks like a Hot Toys figure.
Yeah.
If you put a live action, Peggy on there, I think this figure would look incredible. Yeah.
I think that's the key there because
it wouldn't be
Disney,
accurate,
right?
So.
Disney is the same company that has allowed, and I'm pretty sure they actually mandated, if you are making Clone Wars, you have to do it in a realistic style because it's all the same universe. The characters in the animation are meant to be the characters from live action. We want to make sure that you know that they are still the same characters, whereas I think it's the exact opposite with What If. We do not want you to confuse this completely separate standalone thing with the live action people. If you are making product from What If, you cannot make it look.
I mean, that makes sense.
I can confuse it.
I can see that because you have likeness rights and issues of,
and that too, I suppose. Yes.
I mean, for an animated figure, why should you have to pay for a likeness? Even though it looks, I mean, Doctor Strange looked like Benedict Cumberbatch, so.
And I think that's probably how they're able to keep the price a little bit lower than a typical figure would be because they're probably not.
You have to be a fan of the show to appreciate the figures. If you're a fan of the show, if you're a fan of the IP, if you're a fan of the comics, you have to appreciate it. I just appreciate it because I'm just so glad to see What If get its just due. That's it, because it's something I was always wanted to see. So the thing is, it's like it's subjective. Not everybody has to like it. Not everybody has to like it, and I'm not trying to push it on everyone. I just love it, and again, it's just up for debate.
But okay, let me ask you this then: what about the like Iron Strange figure, which isn't a What If figure, but it's a concept figure that they didn't make, but that would fit if you want to do a pantheon of What If figures. I would put the concept figures. Now they've got a place to go. They've got like What If designs, and because to me, you have to get the Iron Strange, and then you have to get the zombie killer Spider-Man.
But see, that's the thing, and this is what I've been saying. Sure. Hot Toys, you started with the concept options. You started with those concept figures, and I think that's something that you should have tackled, because I mean, imagine seeing, Benjamin Strange with the comic accurate suit. Imagine seeing something like that, because it's comic accurate. If they would have continued down that line, you will
see more comic concept figures. I was told of one back in the day that didn't actually eventuate, that may still be coming. But I was told that a War Machine repaint of Iron Patriot could potentially be happening. I'm not going to be like the other YouTubers and be like, hey, haha, I've got secret special information. It's totally happening. I'm not going to be like that. I was told that it may be happening. I don't know if the plans are still in the works or what have you, but just based on that initial trailer where we saw Iron Patriot in the War Machine color scheme, apparently that might be happening. So the comic concept line or the concept line in general may still be continuing. So we shall see, but I'm sure we'll have more to discuss on these animated figures a little bit later. Nick Titan has a question for you, Rob. Can you ask Rob if he has seen the Big Bad Toy Store's Char Aznable full-scale helmet coming in November?
I have.
It's a chrome. I think it's chrome helmet. It looks badass, right?
It's badass, and I've got two Robotech full-size 1-to-1 scale helmets. One of them is an actual Japanese motorcycle helmet that they released for Gundam's 30th anniversary, and it's Roy Fokker's helmet, but it's a real working motorcycle helmet.
That name though.
I know, right? Well, it's like a Fokker plane in World War I was a German biplane.
Yeah.
Like the Red Baron. And then I've got Rick Hunter's. It's a toy helmet, but it's a full size big helmet. But I was looking about. See, the thing is,
so you're getting Char's helmet, right? You have to get.
Yeah, I have to get. Well, I've got him. He's right. I got a figure of him right there.
There he is.
I gotta get that helmet. It's really cool.
Well, there you go, Nick. Rob will be getting it. Aaron Jones, the amazing channel member, sponsor of this giveaway, and now super chatter. Huge thank you for the super chat, sir. He says, "Hey everyone, what are the best options for lighting up your collections? I found this to be my biggest struggle in enhancing my display." Great question. Thanks, and hope you guys have a great day. I will just give you a bit of insight into what I did for my collection. When I was doing my custom display cases, I went to a local LED lighting store and I had all of the measurements written out on a sheet. And I said, look, this is what I'm doing. This is what I want to get out of it. I've got a bunch of collectibles. I've got brand new glass display cases. Here are the measurements for the shelves. I need wiring and I need any ideas you have in terms of what temperature, what brightness of lights, and then how to power it, etc. And we chatted about it for a good couple of hours. We sat down, we did all the blueprints together, and they said, okay, we worked out a plan, and we picked a specific color temperature that was close to natural daylight and a brightness that wasn't going to blow your eye sockets out of your brain. And they wired everything up for me. They gave me the correct transformers, and I could just plug and play when I got home, stick them onto the shelves, done. Super easy. So that's how I did mine. Gents, what about your lighting setups? Will, I'll let you handle yours first.
Yeah, so I have a couple different setups. I have kind of like you have, Justin. I have a couple really big cabinets. They're wooden cabinets, actually, that my dad actually bought from an antique store that was going out of business. We got 5 or 6 of them. They're wood. They have glass doors. I think we paid like $500. A crazy value. But them things are heavy as hell. They're like 400 pounds a piece. So moving them is just not possible very often. But nonetheless, if you have something like that that's very big, I'm totally with you, Justin. I would love to go some route, go to someone who's professional who knows what they're doing and say, hey, I got these measurements. Let's kind of go with something. It's going to cost you a little bit, but displaying your collection is such a big part of having it, So for me, I have a simple LED strip setup. So I got them from Amazon. I ran them throughout the entire cabinet. Works perfectly. I can dim them. They're on Amazon. You can get a set for $10, $15. That's 30 feet. So and you can change the color temperature on a lot of them. So, I have something like that for my big cabinets. If you have smaller things like DTOFs, I actually have wireless lights. They stick. They actually have a little stick on the back, and they're magnetic. So you stick it to the bottom of the shelf or the top. Usually it's above the figure, but the top of the shelf, and then it displays right over top the figure. They're remote activated, so I can flick one switch and it'll turn them all on in the room, basically. And they work fantastic. So those. They can be a little expensive. You may pay $20, $30 for a set of 3 lights, but they work really well. And they're remote. They're chargeable, so they're rechargeable. So you're not messing with batteries and stuff. It's just remote activated, and you recharge them. So, but those wouldn't work for a big cabinet. You'd need hundreds of them because you would need a lot to get the amount of light you need to show your figures off well. So for me, I have a LED strips and then wireless lights, and they work fantastic. So I would recommend something like that, especially because it's so inexpensive. So.
Nice. And I can already see Lael has his cabinets lit up like a Christmas tree behind him. What do you use for your lighting situation, sir?
Just simple LEDs. LEDs that I actually got off of Amazon. Just place them in the DTOF.
Nice.
For the module cases, they already actually come with LEDs, so you don't necessarily need them.
Yes.
Have a nice little setup there. But yeah, I mean, you don't have to, it doesn't have to be overly expensive. I think for my strips, they were like $14 a piece
Nice.
for a pack of the actual strips that I have running through the DTOFs. I have a few spotlights posted up that actually, highlight the statues that I have on top of the DTOFs. As well as some, in the module cases. But yeah, I mean, that's, you want to get the ones that you can adjust. There are some that you can get, to change the color and, stuff like that. I mean, but it doesn't have to necessarily be expensive. You can get them pretty much on Amazon or, Michaels. You can go to Michaels and get them as well.
Hell yeah.
I still don't know what that is,
See,
but
when you come
sure,
to the
you
States,
can
you'll
go
get to experience
there.
Michaels.
Yeah,
You can go to
Michaels is always
you can go
there.
to Phillips, you can go to John's, wherever you want to go. You can
Michaels
get your
called me
lights
tonight,
there.
actually. Yeah, they're great.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
And Rob, you use the built-in lights from your module case, right?
Yeah, well, it's interesting. So for module cases, you have two different options when you buy them. You can go for the LED strip lights, or you can go for the spotlights.
Apparently, those strips are the best in the business, according to Brendan, who we chat to quite often.
The strips are great, but I actually went with the spotlights, and then I bought more of those spotlights. So I've kind of got them circling around. What's really interesting is, so when you get those spotlights, they come with, you can actually plug 6 of them into, I think the module cases come with 2 of the spotlights. If you just go for the spotlight option, that's not enough. So what's interesting is, and what I like about the spotlights is, I like being able to create a little bit of playing with the light, a little atmosphere, moving things around. But so what you can do is I bought a bunch more. So I've actually got 6 spotlights that circle around the cases, shining where I want them to go.
Nice.
And they're pretty cool. And I bought more. It's the exact same lights that module case uses when you buy those. But again, that's only because I like more dramatic, a little bit more dramatic lighting.
Yeah.
It's not all lit up. Like, I love Lael's cases are really nice because you can really see everything. But sometimes you want to create like a different vibe. And what I really want to do now is, you remember, Justin, I sent the picture of the guy that makes the backings for module cases, like those arts.
Yeah.
I really want to get those because I love just that environment, because the thing about module cases is they are kind of oppressively dark.
Yeah.
They can get oppressively dark. And I love those backgrounds. I mean, like, just having like a generic outdoor mountainous alien world background, and they've got, like, you could put in one module case the Asgardian backgrounds where you could set up, because that's what I like. The way, like, I used to have a giant display case. You can see I made this old video. It's got to be like 6 years old now, for the 100th episode.
I've seen that video.
Yeah, and I had a giant, big display case that had lights firing down from the top, and I loved that display case because, again, it was atmospheric, but it didn't even fit my whole collection. It was just stuff I had taken at the time and put it up there. But the more you want to, it really depends. But I think lighting up your cases in your collection is part of the fun.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It's part of the fun.
Well, hopefully that has answered your question, Aaron. Feel free to hit me up, obviously, anytime we can chat lighting. We do have one last super chat before we wrap up, and it is from William Owens, who says, please wish Jeddah a speedy recovery. Jeddah is a bit under the weather right now. We absolutely will. Hopefully he's feeling back up to fighting fit sometime soon. He get back to doing what he loves, which is chatting about toys. So yes, absolutely. We wish him a speedy recovery. Y'all have all been amazing in the chat. I wish that I could get to more comments, but obviously we have so many coming through. So I do have to say a massive thank you to every single one of you. If you are watching this on the replay and you've made it to the end of the video, but somehow you didn't see the start, scroll back to the start. You can see the rules for the giveaway. We will be streaming again next week and the week after that. And as soon as Daylight Savings ticks over and the other shows Fully Articulated and Hot Toys become accessible to me at 7 a.m. instead of 5 a.m., I will be back hopefully on those shows if the gents will have me. But
of course.
Thank you. The links to all of these amazing people's channels will be in the chat. A huge thank you to my awesome moderator, Bob Dylan. He'll be popping it in there. Massive thank you to all of you and all of you right here in the stream, in the panel. You all are amazing.
Yes.
Like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next video.